News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. The United States has expressed concern about the Ghanaian Parliament's passage of an anti-LGBTQ bill, saying it was deeply troubled with the said measure. In a statement by the U.S. State Department, it said the bill seeks to criminalize any person who simply identifies as LGBTQI+, as well as any friend, family, or member of the community who does not report them. According to the department, the measure would undermine Ghana's valuable public health, media and civic spaces, and economy. It also urged Accra to review the constitutionality of the bill to protect the rights of all individuals in the West African country. Washington issued a statement after Ghana's parliament passed legislation that aims to intensify a crackdown on the rights of LGBTQ people and advocates for non-conventional sexual or gender identities within the country. People who engage in homosexual acts in the country are already subject to a maximum penalty of 3 years in jail. With the new bill, people who will willfully promote, sponsor, or support LGBTQ+ activities will face imprisonment of up to 5 years. Sponsored by a coalition of Christian, Muslim, and Ghanaian traditional leaders, the bill is one of the stringent measures of its kind in Africa. Following its passage on the parliamentary level, the bill will be brought to Ghanaian President Nana Akufo-Addo's office for review, in which he has 7 days to decide whether to assent or refuse to assent the measure.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In our news overseas, the Australian government has invited China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi to visit Australia this month. According to a South China Morning Post report citing unnamed sources, Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong had sent her formal invitation to Wang to visit Canberra and Sydney in the later part of March. It said the two officials will discuss bilateral trade, Australia's security alliance with the United States and Britain, and the sentence against Australian writer Yang Hengjun, among others. The report did not give the exact date on when Wang will arrive in Australia, but mentioned the Chinese officials' engagements in the country will last 2 days. There was no immediate confirmation from both sides regarding Wang's visit to Australia, which would be his first since 2017. The visit would follow Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's visit to China in November last year, which significantly helped stabilize the souring relations between the two countries.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
For our Philippine Embassy and Consular News, the Philippines, led by the Department of Trade and Industry Strategic Trade Management Office, or DTI-STMO, and the Permanent Mission of the Republic of the Philippines to the United Nations and other international organizations in Geneva, showcased the country's experience and best practices in ensuring the effective implementation of the Arms Trade Treaty, or ATT, at the working group meetings of state parties to the ATT in Geneva, Switzerland. During the meetings, DTI-STMO OIC Assistant Director Domina Pia Salazar shared the Philippines' whole-of-government approach to prevent illicit arms transfer, which entails the involvement and close coordination between and among relevant government agencies in the country. Salazar highlighted the interagency mechanisms that the Philippines has established to effectively implement the ATT, which include interagency licensing review for the export and import applications of strategic goods as necessary and based on the risk rating of the specific transaction at rich trade facilitation, enforcement, and reporting procedures. The importance of transparency and good practices in reporting to build trust and confidence confidence among states in preventing the proliferation and diversion of illicit arms were also underscored in the meetings. The Philippines emphasized DTI-STMO's proactive steps in establishing an e-licensing platform which functions as a comprehensive one-stop shop for strategic trade matters encompassing the application and assessment of authorizations or licenses. Additionally, it serves as a platform for interagency information sharing and streamlines the reporting process in line with the country's whole-of-government approach, ensuring compliance with various non-proliferation treaties, including the ATT. Prior to the Philippines becoming a state party to the ATT in 2022, the country had already enacted its Strategic Trade Management Act in November 2015. The act established DTI-STMO, which is the Philippine government agency responsible for the issuance of import and export permits for conventional weapons. DTI-STMO works hand in hand with the Philippine National Police's Firearms and Explosives Office in enforcing the country's obligations to the Arms Trade Treaty. The Philippines ratified the Arms Trade Treaty on March 24, 2022 and came into force on June 22, 2022.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
You just heard World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.